I'd like to dedicate this video to everyone who's feeling a sense of mourning for the former life. May it offer you some support during this difficult time. Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about a side of a serious illness that doesn't always get discussed. The grief that can come with it. When we think of grief, we usually think of losing someone we love. But there is another kind of grief that can come up when we are facing a life-threatening diagnosis like cancer or any other serious illness. It's a quiet grief, one that might feel confusing and hard to share, but it's real nonetheless, and it's important to acknowledge it. When we are facing a serious diagnosis, there is often a profound sense of loss. Maybe it's a loss of the life we had before the diagnosis, the person we were, the things we were able to do, the certainty we once felt about the future and that now is long gone. This kind of grief doesn't look the same as traditional grief when we lose someone dear, but it's a very, very real mourning for what we once knew. And it's a natural response to changes that illness brings. This journey can be a mix of holding on to hope while also grappling with sadness and fear. And it's okay to feel a wide range of emotions, even anger, even frustration. There may be days when it feels hard to stay positive, days when it's okay to just feel however you need to feel. For many, there is grief in facing the limits that illness can put on us, or in realizing that some things might never be the same. It's often important to acknowledge that. But it takes time and it takes effort. This type of grief also touches the relationships around us. You might notice friends or family trying to stay optimistic, offering encouragement, focusing on treatment, focusing on recovery. And while that support can be meaningful, it's still okay if you also need space to talk about difficult parts, about your fears, about your sadness, or whatever else is on your mind. Finding someone to talk to, a counselor, a support group, or even just one person who can listen without needing to fix things. This can make a world of difference. Just someone to be there next to you, wherever you choose to go. Someone who will never get hurt by your suffering. Someone who will be there for you, no matter how strong, no matter how painful your experience is. Sometimes people feel pressure to be strong in the face of illness. Maybe to prove something, or maybe to protect their loved ones. But I want you to know that true strength includes allowing yourself to feel grief, sadness, or even fear. Processing these feelings doesn't mean giving up. In fact, for many, it's part of staying whole and connected to themselves. It's a way of honoring the journey, of giving space to all the emotions that can come up along the way. And you don't have to have it all figured out right now. There is no perfect way to handle this. As long as you have this one person next to you, you know you can go through the process your own way. You may be wondering what you can do to make this process more agreeable, just a tiny little bit easier for you to handle. Well, you already know there are mental health care professionals who specialize in offering support in such cases, but also if you're feeling this kind of grief right now, try to go easy on yourself. Take things one day at a time. Some people find comfort in routines, in journaling, in talking, or simply in moments of stillness. Others might connect with things that remind them of joy or peace, however small, like a favorite song, time with loved ones, or a pet, a walk in nature, or their favorite scented candle. It's different for everyone, and there is no wrong way to find moments of comfort and meaning in this. Remember, you don't have to be alone in this experience. So many people facing serious illness feel a very similar grief, even if they don't often talk about it. Reaching out, making connection, even in spaces like this one, can be a huge source of support. You're allowed to feel all the ups and downs of this journey. Whatever happens, your journey and your experience matter. It's okay to feel and express your grief in your own way. If you have been through a similar grief once you heard a diagnosis, share in the comments section below what helped you go through it. Let it be a tiny little light of hope for those who are still struggling. I'll see you next time.